Howdy. Thought I'd do a little update while I was waiting on the syrup to fill the buckets. It's December 23rd. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. It was in the 50s, probably in the 60s today. I didn't really check, but it was pretty warm today. As you can tell, I'm glistening. I'm sweating. And it's supposed to be in the 60s for the next few days. So what I figured I'd do while I had a little time, go ahead and feed the bees a little bit, and give them a couple of good warm days to bring all that syrup down into the hive and store it. There's actually quite a bit of activity today, so it's pretty promising. I'll give you kind of a update on the hives. I'm gonna turn the camera around and I'll let you see what I'm seeing. Okay. This hive here and that hive there, they were doing pretty good. When I opened the top, there were several bees up in the top box under the inner cover. These two were really strong. They had a lot of bees in the top of the top box. That first one over there, see if I can see that one right there. It may be a dead out. I don't know. I didn't see hardly any bees in the top box at all, but it looked like it had plenty of honey. So I don't know. It may be a dead out, and they may still be down in the bottom box. There's some activity. Don't know if it's robbing activity, just bees robbing out the hive since it's dead, or if it's actually that hive. But that hive over there is strong. A lot of activity there. They're not happy because I just put a entrance reducer on there. I had an entrance reducer on there once, and I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if a skunk or something came through and pulled it out or what. But anyway, so I've got 6 hives. They're all, or 5 of them are pretty strong. One of them is questionable. Like I said, it's almost Christmas, so far so good. I'm gonna top off these feeders and I gotta go to town. Y'all have a good one. It's Sunday, December 29th, and this is gonna be another part of that update video. It's about 5 days after I put the honey or the feeders on the hives, and I think I messed up because I knew we were going to have several days of warm weather. I didn't know it was supposed to rain. It started raining Friday. I put these on there on Wednesday. Yeah, so they only had 2 days of dry weather. They had plenty of time to put sugar up in the top boxes. A couple of the hives used a little bit of the sugar water, or the rest of them, it doesn't look like they even touched it. So I may have just wasted the sugar water and may have harmed the hives more than I helped them. Okay, let me swap this camera. I don't know if I can't swap it. Why will it swap sometimes and sometimes it won't? I think I just took a picture. Okay, as you can tell, it's been raining and it's just kind of sprinkling now. It's a Sunday, and I just caught a little break in the rain. It's just kind of misting a little bit. The bees were not happy about me being in the hives, though. All right, those 2 hives over there didn't have any bees in the top box. There are very few bees. I mean, even at the front entrances. That one there, I'm pretty sure both of those are dead outs. Once we get another good warm day and it's sunny, I'm going to go in and check those 2 hives. I think they've probably been robbed out, though. That one's the one that I put the entrance reducer on. I got down on my hands and knees and looked in, and yes, there was an entrance reducer in it, and something pushed it back on into the middle of the hive. So it looks like there's been probably a skunk or raccoon or possum or something in there after the hive. So I don't know if that had anything to do with the possibility of them being a dead out. These 2 hives here are really strong. They had a lot of bees in the top box. These 2 hives here are pretty strong. They had quite a few bees in the top box. one of the things that I really messed up on is I left my left the inner covers sitting out here. I thought I'd just leave them out here. I didn't know it was going to rain, which is my fault. I should have checked the weather a little better. So that top, or that inner cover, is warped now, because you know you don't paint your inner covers, so it's warped. That's why that big full concrete block is up there, to try to hold it down. The rest of them are okay, I guess. I don't know. I may have messed up. I was trying to help them, and I may have messed them up. So, but I've got to get into them. The first good sunny, warm day I get, I'm going to go through the hives, I guess. Go through those two anyway. I don't want to take a chance of smashing the queen or anything in these other ones. They look really strong. Those two over there, those worry me. I don't know. So, yeah, I may have messed up. Like I said, there was very little of the sugar water used. I think these two here used a little bit, and they only had what is it, a Saracel feeder, holds 2 gallons, I think, 2.5 gallons, and it looked like they used a little bit of it. These other ones here, I had these other feeders that I got from Man Lake on them. They didn't use any of it. But when I put them in, they looked really interested in the sugar water. So I don't know. Maybe they're all doing good enough that they've got enough stores that they didn't need to bring any down into the boxes. So I mean, you would think that they would have used some of their stores by now, and they would have taken some of that in. But so what I got to do now, I guess, is take these feeders here and take the screen out of them, clean them up good, and I'm going to get them ready for maybe using some dry sugar in one side and a pollen patty in the other. Come this, earlier in the spring, probably February or March, depending on the weather. So try to give them a kick start, because I'm going to start splitting hives. I want to get several more hives next year. So I just hope these two aren't dead outs. I hope they're just the bees are down in the bottom box and I couldn't see them. When I put the when I pulled that introducer to look for the other one bee flew out of the hive. So that was probably a robber or something like that. So I don't know. Like I said, when I get a good warm day, I'm going to check it. All right, now I got to go feed cows. Oh, I forgot to tell you the reason that I was so needing to get these feeders off these hives, that I would do it during a period of rain, was it's not going to be dry the next few days, and it's supposed to get down into the 30s, and it's not really supposed to freeze, it being freezing, but I didn't want all that liquid in the top of those hives the liquid will absorb heat really well. Water and sugar water and all that will absorb heat. So I didn't want that sucking the heat away from the bees. And I may be wrong about that too. I mean, I may have been better off just to leave it in there. But I didn't want the liquid in there to draw any heat from the bees. So that's why I was so in a hurry to get these things off the hives. Like I said, I probably wasted 25 gallons of sugar water, 2-to-1 sugar water. So hope I didn't hurt them. I don't think I helped them much, because they didn't need the help. It didn't look like it, because they didn't take the sugar water, but I hope I didn't hurt them. Anyway, that's why, because it's on the temperatures. It's Sunday. I think it's 53 degrees right now, and the temperature's only supposed to drop all day. It's supposed to go down like 1 degree an hour, and it's supposed to get down to, I think, 33 tonight. And up here where we live, it's probably going to be a couple degrees colder than that. So I wanted to get that off there. Now I don't know, now I'm kind of worried about it. But anyway, hopefully I get at least the 4 good strong hives through the winter. Those other 2 hives, I don't know. I don't know if there's any bees in there or not. The activity I saw the other day may have been robbing. They may have been robbing those 2 hives out because all the bees are gone. Anyway, it's been crazy in Arkansas this winter. We haven't really had that much cold weather. We had a week of cold weather, like freezing temperatures, and that's about it. I mean, people were in shorts and flip-flops on Christmas this year. So I mean, it's been crazy so far. I'm worried that since we had such a warm Christmas and winter so far, that when it does turn cold, it's going to turn really cold. And I just hope it's not a wet cold like this is. I mean, my fingers are already cold a little bit out here. So the wind's blowing, which doesn't help things. So anyway, I'm rambling. Y'all have a good day.